YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. This is Rival Stars Horse Racing Desktop Edition. I will be doing a review of this. I've already been playing this a little bit. It's not bad, but I'm gonna be completely honest. Pickpock, if you ever listen to this video, please drop the price. The game is amazing. A lot of us love it, but the $40 price for Steam is really steep. Please drop the price at least by 50%. I guarantee you more people would buy this game, but $40 is still extremely steep. Now, that's a really cool graphic. See, I wish, why can't we have numbers like this in the actual game? Like, this is an awesome graphic, but like we can't get the actual numbers like this and like how they are in real horse racing. Like, obviously the 6 is the gold lettering with the the black background, the 5 is white lettering with green, so on and so forth. Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys the creation hub first, because this is actually something that I did with the horse creator, and I'm going to go ahead and create a horse for you. Now, this is a horse that I created called Romance Science. It's a grade 2, I don't know if it's a mare or a stallion. I don't remember. It's a stallion. Okay. So this is how your horses look when you create them. Now, obviously, they cost a lot. So if you want to buy your own horse in the market, it's going to cost a crap ton of money. But it's still cool that you can actually create your own horse. Does that take breeding out of the question? I mean, you can still breed for stats, and you can still get some really cool colors and really cool mutations. But for the most part, I would say you get to really do that with the creation, the horse creator itself. So we're actually going to go into that right now. Now, that's the only horse I created. Let's actually show you guys how this horse creator looks. I'll show you a little bit of story mode. It's pretty much the same as Rival Stars is on the mobile and or Xbox or PS4. So here is the horse creator. So they give you a default horse. You can choose though between mare and stallion. So this horse's name is Hollyhock's Tinker. The other horse was a stallion, so we'll create a mare. I actually like the way she looks. I think it's a really beautiful looking horse, but for the sake of this video, we're going to go ahead and show you the different colors you can make. Obviously, we try to choose position. You can choose between middle, back, front, that's all self-explanatory. You can choose the distances, obviously, which I think the highest is 3,200, the lowest is 800. So you can choose whatever distance you want your horse to be great at. You can also choose a track surface from medium, firm, hard, very hard, soft, very soft. So you see all of that. But let's go to the appearance. That's probably what most of you are looking forward to the most. So you can choose the different coat colors, and we're going to go through all of them from the very beginning. We're going to go from all of them from left to right. So we have this color. You got this, which is a little bit darker. You have this. I mean, some of these colors are really cool, really unique. I mean, you can get some really interesting, beautiful looking horses here in this game. So the horse creator is definitely fantastic, without a shout of a doubt. I would say that in itself is probably one of the main reasons to get this game on the PC. Like I said, you just have to make sure you have the money to buy your horse in the market. But remember, you can also have your horses sold for other people to buy as well. So I always like that in games where you can create things for the community and then other people can buy it. I like just kind of that currency exchange in general. So you're looking through all these coat colors you can get for these horses. And of course you can get different patterns too. So then you guys kind of get an idea of the different coat colors. So let's actually try to get some different patterns in the mix. So this is Twin Pluto. There's Pinto's Peak. There's Slant Pinto. There's Dotted Pinto. Lavish Pinto. Okay, Pinto Stripe. Pinto Band, Pinto Fade, Rabicano, hopefully I'm saying these right, Belly Rabicano, Sabino, Splash White, White Flare, White Nape, Milky Way. I mean, there's a lot of patterns and markings that you can get for these horses, and like I said, you can change the colors for all these too. So like I said, if I wanted to go to something that was like a brown here with blotch spotting, you can do that. You can do leopard, you can do hind spotting, cloud spotting. I mean, there's so much. Apples, blotched apples. I mean, it is literally so many customization options. Like I said, the horse creator itself is absolutely fantastic. I have like nothing negative to say about it at all. You can choose the head obviously here, so you can get splotch, lip, snip, flex, star strip, pike strip, and you guys can see clearly, if you haven't figured it out, there is a lot of options for the horse creator, so that's fantastic. You can even customize the individual legs as well, from full sock, which I think with this horse isn't going to work. Okay, let me do this. So you can do full sock, you can do half socks, you can do half pattern, high socks, low. There is so much when it comes to this creation that you can do for a horse. So it's pretty much the same for all the legs, and then obviously stats as well. We see here right now it's by default a grade 2 horse. You can put it up to a grade 3, and I think you can max these stats out. And I'm pretty sure if a horse is maxed out with its stats, it's going to be more expensive in the market as well. So for the sake of this kind of quick tutorial, let's go ahead and do this with a grade 4 horse. And let's just drop its stats as low as we can drop it, which I don't even know how low that is. Okay, 47. So we'll drop this to 47. I want to see, because I'm not actually sure about this. I'm just seeing if you start your horse out with like basically perfect or close to perfect stats at projected level 1, even if it's a grade 4, I just wonder if it's going to cost less than the actual market. So I like the way she looks. She looks cool, so we'll just stick with her. Keep her distance. You can race these horses in story mode, but like I said, you got to buy them. So Hollyhock's Tinker. We'll go ahead and save her, and we'll see how much she is. Won't upload to community creations right now, but let's go ahead and view my collection to see how much she is. Now remember, Romance Science I think is 147,000. So let's see how much Hollyhock's Tinker is. Don't know why I said it like that. You can show in story mode market. So let's go ahead and click on this. So she's 32,000. So my theory was correct. So if you don't give your horses, if you don't max out your horses, they are going to be much cheaper. So obviously this grade 4, I just went ahead and started all her stats off at level 4, or excuse me, level 1 across the board, 47 even, and you can see she's only 32,000. That is a very quick and obtainable price, which means I can actually use her for story mode, which is awesome. I didn't actually know that. I didn't know if that was the case. So that's really cool. I'm trying to look at my other horse, and as you can see here with Romance Science, I maxed him out at level 2, but you see how much he costs, 146,000. So I guess you can kind of make that decision depending on how much money you're getting. I would say probably earlier on in the game it's going to be hard to grind up this much money quickly, so it's probably better to start your horse off at just level 1 and just grind with them through story mode. And then once you get more races unlocked where you can win more money, then you can go ahead and probably make your horses max stats so you can buy them. So like I said, that is actually really cool. I really do like that feature about this game. So I showed you guys the horse creator. Multiplayer racing is just like nobody plays. I don't know. Like I don't have any friends that play it, so that's unfortunate. Betting party is just cliche, simple betting. I mean, you can choose the amount of races you can do. You can bet by yourself. Like I tried this out by myself. You can bet by yourself, do one race, you win money. If you have a party of friends, a total party of 8 friends, you guys can bet on however many races at whatever locations, and you know, when you win, you win. And there's really nothing to the betting, but it's cool that it's there. Quick race. Now, quick race is something I don't know if the Xbox and PS4 version have. You can enter these races for different grades. Now, this is just essentially you kind of playing this as a jockey and grinding up through these races. So, for example, we'll go ahead and do like a grade 5 race here. So, this whole thing for grade 5 has every grade has 3 races total, and then you'll graduate up to the next level. So whether you do races with only grade 5 horses, or races with only grade 2 horses, or races with only grade 10 horses, there will always be 3 meets, aka 3 races in that grade that you'll have to compete in. And then I forgot what happens after the 3rd one. I don't know if you go up to the next level or if it just gives you a new set of 3 races, but every meet essentially is done in 3s. So since we're here at the grade 5 level, we're going to go ahead and just hop into this right quick. So, sorry, Infinity, it's the horse it says we should ride on. So, we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, you can bet here on yourself, too, if you want to. You have a bank of 10,000. We're not going to do that right now. Place bet. Because I also want to show you guys a little bit of the gameplay. I'm not really interested in the story mode itself. It's cool, but, like, the actual story I don't care for all too much. But, yeah, the quick race, I mean, it's just really just an excuse for you to race with all horses essentially at their best stats, and that's really about it. There's just really nothing to this quick race. I kind of wish it was like an actual season progression, you know. I think that would be pretty cool. So the presentation is pretty much the same. Bad start, that was horrendous, and I almost forgot how to play. It's been a minute. It's been a couple of days since I last played. Okay, straight course. I do like the overall presentation. I gotta say the detail is obviously much better on the PC, because you can build games to be much more visually, you know, appealing on the PC. So that's nice, for sure. I forgot how to speed up and slow down. I know space is the sprint. I think slow down is like Q or something. No, Q is to look back. Okay. Oh, they're starting now. And to actually sprint, you have to tap the space bar like in this pattern like I'm doing. Now, of course, I got started on my spurt really late because I totally forgot. When you're racing higher graded horses, they get started on their spurts a lot sooner. So there's race 1. You know, self-explanatory. We're gonna go ahead and do race 2 because I want to show you guys what happens after you complete all 3 races. Because like I said, I think it just starts you off with a new batch of 3 races. There's really no real progression with this. It's kind of just like, okay, let's see who can get the most wins out of 3 races, and then we'll give you a new batch of 3 races to do. That's kind of all it is. And again, a bad start, like boo, but it's all good. One thing I do like about the Steam version, which I'm assuming is the same for the Xbox and the PS4, is no glitches. You know, you guys know, for those of you that play on mobile, these numbers will disappear half the time once you get into a race. Like, you know, like some of your blinkers for your horses and your saddles, like they'll just disappear and they'll be a default color with nothing on it. It's like really annoying, and the game has been out for almost a year, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just kind of surprised that it hasn't been fixed yet. I don't know if it's because other people haven't noticed it. Maybe it actually hasn't happened for them, but it's something I've noticed, and it annoys me a little bit because, like, you spend money on these cool customization options, but in half of the races on mobile, they don't even show up because it's like a weird glitch going on. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Now we're gonna get our spurt started a little bit sooner here today. Okay, because these guys got going really early. So we're going to go right now. So you have to tap spacebar. How are they catching up to me? Is this a joke? Now, sometimes I go a little bit quick. I may have to just go a little bit quicker. That may be it. Sometimes I go a little too slow. It's weird. It's weird. Tapping the spacebar for your sprinting as opposed to how it is on mobile. Anyway, so I won that race, actually. You see the money we get. And it shows you the current meet standings. Essentially, it's just kind of like a tournament in a way. Now the last race is one that's 1,100 meters. So we'll do this, and like I said, I'll show you guys what happens. I actually can't remember what happens after this one. And you know what? We're just gonna bet all the money on ourselves to win here, and just go for broke. We're gonna bet all of our money. Let's see what happens. So if we win, we get 117,000, which I don't even think matters. I don't even think you can actually do anything with this money realistically. But let's go ahead and see what happens here. Oh, they actually show a couple horses in the gate. They rarely show you the view of the gate. And they show you 4 horses behind the gate. That's actually pretty cool. Now let's see if we can get a better start. Finally, we get a perfect start. Finally. All right. So Avenging Attack is the horse we're on. We get a good start. My name is HLM. It was supposed to be Horse Racing Gamer. I don't know what Oh, no. Isn't HLM the name of the... I have no idea. Doesn't matter. Anywho. 800 meters left in this race, aka 4 furlongs to go. We are sitting pretty here with Avenging Attack. Solid lead. Solid lead. And 3 furlongs to go. I'll try to do better with my spurt here. Apologize, you guys can obviously hear my keys. I have a loud keyboard. I initially wanted my keyboard the way it was, and now I kind of regret it. Because everybody hears my keyboard is like, it's so loud. It's like, I know. I wanted it that way initially. Now I'm just like, okay. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so I think I can go this quick, which is pretty fine. We're going to tire out. We're going to tire out, but we got the field beat by about, I don't know, half a dozen lengths. We won that. We won all the reward money, which, like I said, I don't even think we can actually use for anything, legitimately. So it says, you finished first in the meet. It shows you your ranking. It shows you your earning. And then you click next, and like I said, I think it just gets you a new batch of races. I'm pretty sure. That's literally it. It just takes you to a different course, which is cool. You know, you can run these horses on different courses, but it just takes you to a new course with new race conditions. That's pretty much all Quick Race is, unfortunately. So there's not much to that, legitimately. If you're bored, sure, it'll be fun, I'd say, for the first 3, but that's really about it. So you go to story mode here, which is the main thing. This menu obviously is very similar. The only difference is obviously there's no live events, which I do still really appreciate about the mobile, which is why I'm still going to grind mobile version. You can obviously still buy things in here. You still got your horses in the market. All that's pretty much the same. So we'll go ahead and do a race right quick. You know, the breeding is also here. as well, if you want to breed for a foal, which you might just do that just to do it right now. I thought I did, actually. I did breed for a foal. This is off screen, and then she was able to mature. And I think it was Vicar's cauliflower. But let's see if we can try it. How many stalls do we have? We only have 2 stalls. We can't even add another one, can we? Oh, yes, we can. We can build another one for 2,000. That is something I do also like about the non-mobile versions. You have this gold. It's easy to get gold. I mean, you can have a million and bazillion gold. So buying stalls and this stuff is like really quick and really simple. As opposed to mobile, you have to... I mean, getting gold is really, really grindy unless you're actually paying for it with real money. So let's go ahead and see if we can breed a foal right quick, just to show you guys. This is pretty much the same. Yeah, we'll breed these 2. Sure, why not? Okay, now I should be able to skip. We can skip, and it will show you the new foals. Like I said, all this is pretty similar. She actually looks like my foal Snowbell. For those of you that know about Snowbell, just without the spots. Or he does, excuse me. I was already identifying his gender without even knowing. How terrible of me. Anyways, we cannot care for him now, which I'm not going to do because we don't even have it unlocked. I just wanted to show you guys the foal and breeding system still the same. Ambient Limpet. That's an interesting name, but whatever. You skip the stallion, and then your horse is full-grown stallion. So you see that. And, yeah, we can actually make him a stud because I think we have 2 mares, if I'm not mistaken. Let me verify. So, Dynamic Dog, are you a mare? You are a mare. Okay. Vicar's cauliflower and ambient limp. So there is that. So let's go. Customization still exists as well. Now Vicar's cauliflower. I can't remember if I customized this horse already. Dynamic Dog is customized. Cool. I like her look. Vicar's cauliflower we did nothing with, and ambient limpet already has something. I kind of like the way Dynamic Dog looks. Let's customize Vicar's cauliflower with whatever we have left. Blinkers. Let's see what kind of blinkers I can get, since I can actually afford some decent blinkers, even though it's only like 4 available. Besides this one. Oh, that doesn't look bad. Ooh, I kind of like that. The waterfront, Inigo Haste. I kind of like the waterfront, so we'll keep that. As far as the bridle is concerned, let's get the white saddle pad. Let's actually keep the numbers since they actually show up in this game. I do like that. And we'll go ahead and get this Malibu. We can buy all that. Cool. All right, Vicar's cauliflower. I like the way the horse looks. Dynamic Dog also looks cool. But let's go ahead and ride Vicar's cauliflower here for this first race here in story mode. Like I said, this is just an overall review. Like I said, the game is still enjoyable. Obviously, the horse creator is awesome. You know, the horse creator, like I said, is awesome. And the fact that it's not as grindy because the gold is much more easily accessible and you can, you know, build it up in here compared to, like I said, mobile. That's always going to be a plus for the far lap on the Xbox and PS4 this version. Okay, actually, let's do a race where we can actually race with Vicar's cauliflower. Can we do this one? Hopefully. I want to race with Vicar's cauliflower. No. Okay, I'll have to do the first one. No biggie. No biggie. Where's she at? There she is. We're not favorited. That's fine. Like I said, just the price is still really, really steep. I just don't think we're getting $40 worth, because besides the horse creator and, like I said, the ability to get gold easily, it's still pretty much the same game as it is on mobile, which is completely free. So I still think $40 is ridiculously steep. Now, if there was an actual like season mode in this game similar to that of like popular games like Gallop Racer, Champion Horse Racing, etc., you know, G1 Jockey, okay, then to me it's worth $40, but there still is no real progressive season mode, which I think the game is missing the most. You put a season mode in this game with actual graded stakes wins, you know, important races, qualifying, all that stuff, that to me will make the game worth whatever dollar amount you put on it. But to me, if you don't have that, that is what's always going to, I think, hold it back. And that's one of the main reasons why I don't think it's not worth $40. I'm not saying it should be completely free. I understand game developers need to make their money. They put their time and effort into this. I definitely think they deserve to to profit, but $40 for this game is just really steep. I just don't think it has enough for it to be worth $40, you know. It's just that's still really steep. But like I said, the overall presentation, the aesthetics, the horse creator, like I said, is awesome. Grinding gold, still a fun game. And the only thing about multiplayer also that I was bummed out about, I thought you could race your custom horses in multiplayer, and you can't. So that was kind of a bummer once I realized that. Like, you just have to race whatever horse they give you. I'm kind of like, okay, I thought you'd actually be able to race your custom horse with your customizations, as far as blinker, saddle, you know, that would be really cool, but you can't even do that. So hopefully that can change over time. I would like for that to change over time. Like I said, it's kind of a bummer that that is not an actual thing. Because that was actually the real reason I wanted to get this game for multiplayer, you know, to actually play against other people. But playing against other people is kind of not fun if you can't even race your own horses, you know. You're just racing random horses that are given to you. It just doesn't feel as personal, you know, as far as just you being able to actually race against other players with your own horses. I would have loved to see other people's horses in multiplayer, and like I said, their blinkers and their saddles and silk colors and all that stuff. I thought that would have been really cool. It would have really set aside a unique personalization characteristic to every player and their horse, you know, and you can't have that. So that was a little bit disappointing. Outside of that, I don't really think there's anything else to showcase you guys in this game. I really don't. I think that is pretty much everything in a nutshell. So like I said, I'm still gonna play it, you know, just for the created horse option. And when I'm kind of bored, but for the most part, I think I'm still going to grind the mobile version unless they start doing updates and patches or whatever with this version to include some new stuff that I mentioned. I'm not going to be playing it too much. I have it, like I said, it's cool, but I still don't think it's worth the $40 for most people that are curious about it. I'd say you're better off just sticking with the mobile version. If you haven't gotten Rival Stars on mobile, if you already have it on PS4 or Xbox, that's fine, but honestly I would still recommend just playing it on mobile. That is the best usage of your time and money, because the live events are still really fun. Even though we can't actually race against each other, we're still using our horses, we're still breeding, we're still trying to get that perfect stat horse to compete against other people's horses' fastest winning times, which is like I said, I love doing that. Still, every time I see this graphic, I'm gonna be annoyed because I'm like, we can't get these options and these numbers. I wish that was an actual thing, man. But nonetheless, the game is still enjoyable no matter what platform it's on, obviously. This is just my review of it for the desktop version. So like I said, if you're thinking about getting it, you've heard me tell you everything. It's fun. I still don't think it's worth the $40. Like I said, if you don't have it, Rival Stars at all, get it on mobile. If you already have it on PS4 or Xbox, just stick with your platforms. Unless you really want to do the horse creator. I understand the horse creator may be worth $40 to some people, which I can't knock you for it, because it really is a cool function. It really is. Obviously, clearly right now, it's the best feature of the game, hands down. So if you want to get it for this, just to be able to breed all your different horses and create like possibly real horses that you admire and love, I mean, that's awesome. So Horse Creator itself is, I guess, a saving grace. So it all depends on what you personally obviously want to do. But that will do it here for my review of Rival Stars Desktop Edition. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Remember, if you're new, to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily and weekly horse racing content on this channel. I will be getting back into Rival Stars iOS pretty soon when there's some stuff to do. I'm kind of just grinding right now, getting horses leveled up, getting some money. I will be trying to do some more breeding tips and trying to get some perfect stat horses, but I will be getting back into Gallop Racer 3 on the PlayStation 1 emulator. We'll be getting back into Gallop Racer 2004 on my PS2, as well as Gallop Racer 2001. I actually ordered Gallop Racer 2001. It should be here in a couple of days. I'm really excited because I never got to play that game growing up. I never ever got to play Gallop Racer 2001, and like nobody really played it on YouTube. There's a couple of videos, and I'm not sure how many people actually played Gallop Racer 2001. I feel like a lot of people started with Gallop Racer 2003 or 2004, but I don't think a lot of us have played Gallop Racer 2001 unless I'm mistaken. And I was able to play it a little bit on my PC, even though it was kind of choppy, which is why I decided to just buy the disc. But I was able to play it on my PC, and it felt really fun. It actually felt really fun. It reminds me a lot of horse racing in Japan and China specifically, Shaotin, which I really do love horse racing in Japan, and at Shaotin's race course. So the gameplay and mechanics in Gallop Racer 2001 feel much more closer to that. So that's why I was excited, and I am excited to be playing that. So just want to let you guys know of that. That'll be coming here very soon, but I think that's all I got for you. So until next time, Horse Racing Gamer signing out. I'll be all have a great and fantastic day. See ya, and goodbye.